What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Vampire the Masquerade Swansong. I don't know why I went with that intro, but we're going with it. As we left off, we just started Leisha's second mission, for including the first tutorial part. See what they're saying.
I've had to exhume a few old bodies over the years, but I never thought I'd stumble across a cemetery full of them in an apartment downtown.
Yes, we're at the party. Oh, the other right.
We're not gonna be done for a while.
More security, dressing room. I feel like we need to do stuff. I have a feeling I'm just gonna have to walk past them and hope for the best.
Stop! You can't come through here!
Hi, I live in the building and I was told to come give a statement.
You need to go down to the precinct to give your statement, ma'am. Only law enforcement is allowed here.
Oh, I hadn't understood that. Thank you.
Have a pleasant evening.
There's no way I'm gonna get access if I'm not one of them.
Obfuscate. Prohibited areas. Some areas are prohibited if you don't have the right ID, but you can enter them in secret using the Mask of 1,000 Faces. Mask of 1,000 Faces allows you to copy a character's general appearance. A new appearance may give you access to new zones and dialogue options. However, you may not impersonate a specific character. Once an appearance has been copied, you must go to a safe zone to put it on. Copy the uniform of the police.
Great. Now I just need to find a secluded spot.
Which we know is the dressing room. So, what's 2 do? That's all. I can't remember what 2 was doing now. Is there a way to quickly check? Check their abilities. Discipline. Massive stealth, cloak of concealment. Allows you to hide objects from the eyes of onlookers or interference with electric equipment. You're not able to detect Leisha. And she used in the mask of stealth. Maybe that's what it was? Copy 1 additional uniform. Oh yeah, can I use the 1 at the moment? Allows the vampire to steal someone's identity, generates 2 hunger, and enables the vampire to impersonate that person. The vampire must speak to the target to gather information about them before their identity can be stolen. It can only be activated in a safe zone. Make sure not to run into the target once his power is activated. I wish there was just... I can't remember off the top of my head. I think that makes them invisible. But we want to try out this one anyway.
This should do the trick.
Oh yeah, 'cause she's now wearing the uniform. She should be absolutely fine. I mean, I'd question it.
Sorry, but we got a full house. Officers tripping over each other already.
Only forensics is allowed in the crime scene.
And the feds, of course.
No sweat. It was just in case you needed help. I should find a uniform I can use to get in.
So that was a waste of time. What about... What's the best way to do this? We're going to be able to go down. Or can I use 2 to get in?
I can't leave yet.
Yeah, it's going to be 2. Get in. Copy a uniform.
This isn't rocket science. Keep it simple.
I'll update the guys. You're taking over the investigation, and we'll put all the stabbing victims in crates and send them out to the balcony.
Exactly.
Do you have any idea what happened? It's gotta be some kind of cult, right?
At the moment, we're more inclined to think it's a terrorist organization.
Again? The fuckers.
Don't worry, we're used to it. We'll get them.
That looks like we're copying that.
Casings everywhere. All of them large caliber.
Let's copy your uniform. You're a homicide officer.
There are lots of Vicks.
Body bags. What could that mean?
Clues in the name, bub.
Richard. He sensed me. He's here. But something's wrong.
Right. I'm sure turning up a third time in a different uniform's not gonna go wrong.
Good evening, officer.
Gentlemen. All these bodies. What the hell happened? Body bags. What could that mean? I just got here. Can you fill me in?
I've never seen anything like it. It's a real bloodbath in there.
Do we know what happened?
Captain Paulson thinks it looks like some kind of goddamn cult. But I've heard the feds talking about terrorists.
The feds are here. Terrorists. Where are all these bodies? See, I thought
The
feds were
feds are
police.
here already?
They showed up the minute we got here. We didn't even get a chance to see everything.
How'd they get here so fast?
They know who did it, obviously.
Do you really think it's terrorists?
It's weird, but hey, it could be. There are guys who were burned to a crisp, dismembered, beaten to a pulp. With those guys, you can expect anything these days.
What?
Those are the ones we can take down already. The ones that were stabbed in the chest need to be put in crates and moved to the balcony. The feds will process them. We are not allowed to touch them.
Stabbed how?
Looks like some kind of sacrifice. They all got stabbed in the heart, it looks like. But if you want to make yourself useful, go see Paulson.
Where is he?
You just missed him. He just went into the living room.
So,
Okay, thanks. I'm gonna take a look
when you
around.
stab a kindred in the heart, you don't instantly kill them, you put them into torpor, which is basically a state of dead but not dead. And he can be brought back from that state.
Sorry, but I'm busy.
It seems like whoever did this actually had knowledge about that. And enough people and bullets to make
Ugh! There's so much blood.
beastly urges plus 2 hunger.
I sense you're losing control.
It's all this blood. I need to focus.
Mom, are you feeling all right?
Yes. Don't worry about me, Pumpkin.
Mom, please? I'm going to be sick. All this blood, it feels
No,
so
Mrs. Allowed.
strong.
Oh, crap. She feels as bad as I do.
I want to leave, Mom. I'm scared.
There's nothing to be afraid of. I'm not sure. I'm not feeling of myself either. Now it's not the time for this. Let's take time out. So whenever I use focus, she uses it as well. she linked to me somehow? Let's try this. On a 19%, I
I
failed.
thought you liked to go out with me. We always have so much fun.
The other times it was just vessels. There's blood everywhere. And bones. And pieces of people.
Your mother can't do anything for them. It's too late. But there may still be people I can help.
I see. But please, Mom, hurry up. Please?
We have no choice.
Can't you feel all that blood everywhere? Are we going to be hungry like this the whole time?
We'll figure something out. Say, I was thinking, we haven't played a game together in ages.
I know. I miss our games.
Why don't you think up a riddle for Mom to solve?
Okay.
Hunger like that? Not now. Not here.
Oh god, there is loads.
A vessel with more holes in him than a junkie. We're off to a good start.
So it would seem that we are not in a great place.
Blood. Kinds were killed here.
The Kine is a human.
Somebody spilled wine here.
That's rough enough. Goes into the next room.
Why don't you ask the captain?
A reinforced container that locks from the outside. Not commonly used to store mortal bodies.
I can't get up to them to speak to them. Looks like there's bullet holes in the wall from here. Oh yeah, there's bullet holes everywhere.
A glass of wine with traces of cherry-flavored lip gloss.
I would track it, but I'm a little
I'll
worried
stay here, Mom.
Thanks, Pumpkin.
that if I do, I've only got 2 hunger left.
Donors were killed here. And not just one.
There it is.
Blood.
I'm assuming donors are probably volunteer rather than forced.
All right, guys. Listen up. The feds are taking over the investigation. So don't touch a thing. Put all the stiffs with stakes through their hearts out on the balcony. They'll take care of them. All right, go. You know what you have to do.
Shit. I have to find Richard and fast.
All said and done, it's probably better that the feds are handling this case. They have more resources to solve it.
Yeah, and the means to analyze everything we've already taken out to them on the balcony.
I look if they're concerned with the fact that they call them stiffs.
Hamiko's business card. Boston's Queen of Ropes.
Queen of Ropes.
There's a note.
My dearest Edward, I've been busy lately, as you know. Tonight I'm finally going to have some time for us. To thank you for being so patient, I organised a little surprise for us with Hamiko. I know we haven't been able to get together for a long time, but as you know, the negotiations for this historic reunification were extremely complicated, and we needed time to come to a compromise that both sides could agree on. If you can look past my absence, I'd like to invite you to join me at midnight in the East Room. A friend will meet us there. You probably don't know her, but since you're so fond of bondage, I'm sure you'll appreciate her unique talents, Jara.
I wonder what surprise Jara had in store for him.
I've never seen anything like it.
Oh.
Traces of cocaine.
Nice.
I guess it was that kind of party.
I didn't know, carefully study wound or study the wound.
Looks like it was made by a shotgun blast. And we're not talking 12 gauge, but something bigger. Someone wanted to make sure there would be no survivors.
Can't observe carefully because we don't have.
Jeez. Talk about overkill. Judging by what's left, that used to be a vessel. Torn to shreds by bullets.
Oh, that's so broad.
Sorry, I have a lot on my plate.
Okay.
Only federal operatives and their assets are allowed in this area. Sorry.
It's not need new disguise. Let's get through the wine.
There's been wine in this glass. And there's a trace of lipstick. Cherry lip gloss? Yuck.
Let's track it.
Same scent as on the glass in the lounge.
Yeah.
Only federal operatives and their assets are allowed in this area. Sorry.
So? Nothing. A photocopier and some office supplies.
No corpses anywhere?
No.
It's the only room without a body. But it sure smells like death in here.
Yeah. Makes our morgue smell like a flower shop.
You get a look at what they took out to the balcony?
No, everything is boxed up. Even the chief has no idea what they're up to.
Definitely do with eating.
Ballistics should be here soon.
Yeah. The boss in charge, isn't it?
Hey, Central Dispatch sent me over to help.
Captain Paulson, but you can call me Chief.
Sure thing, Chief.
Right. You heard the orders? Everything we find at the scene needs to be shown to the feds.
Got it, Chief.
And the balcony is off limits.
He does seem annoyed. Why can't we go out to the balcony? What do they know about the crime? Let's start with he seems annoyed. As long as he doesn't focus, it's an instant win anyway. Yep.
But you don't seem too thrilled about that? Am I wrong?
Is it so obvious, officer? It's the first time in my entire career, and 30 years is a long time, that I feel like we're babysitting a crime scene.
Babysitting?
We've been ordered to secure the premises, lend our experts, and not ask any questions.
This smells a lot like a Second Inquisition kind of job. So I don't think we're as safe, considering we're surrounded by humans.
But why can't we go outside?
The feds got here first. It's their rodeo. They secured that area to store whatever they decide to collect.
To get here that fast, they must have known.
What they'd find. Exactly. Good point, officer. Usually, they show up after us if it's a new case, right? because we're the ones who call them.
But that wasn't the case this time.
Not at all. They even seemed annoyed to see us show up. But then they must have thought it's nice to have help processing the scene and collecting evidence.
Oh, alright.
What do they know about the crime?
So, what do we know so far?
Lots of Vicks. It has all the makings of a drug deal gone bad.
He's not buying it. But you have your doubts?
I do. There's too many things that don't add up.
Like what, Chief?
Bodies in accelerated decomposition. Even some skeletal remains.
Shit. Kindred were destroyed.
My hunch is that the feds are investigating a cult. But it's none of our business.
Thanks for walking me through it, Chief.
You report it to them if you find anything suspicious. Okay? I don't need their kind of trouble.
I don't think you're the kind of person we should be feeding on the facts.
Dust. No. Smells like burnt leather. Ashes. LR3. There was a container here earlier.
We need to find...
Ballistics should be here soon.
We've made good progress already.
We need to find another secure room around here. Because I'd rather not give up the room I can change clothes. There's definitely a way through there. That's the safe zone, please. Picking tool. Question is, how do we get through it? Okay, so let's feed first. And not on the chief.
A reinforced container that locks from the outside. Not commonly used to store mortal bodies.
Yeah, I get the feeling it's to store kindred bodies, that's why.
And of course, I'm the one who's got to start collecting it all.
We'll be here all night. I've never seen anything like it.
Follow me. It will take a minute.
Of course.
Of course. I love how there's different scenes for feeder. I wish it was a bit more mission specific rather than just like blank outer area, but beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. Now we don't feel too bad. Come back in here if we need to feed again.
There's even blood in the glasses.
Yeah. That's totally because it landed in there and not because there's drink in it. It's piss this.
An illusion to conceal the door. My thoughts exactly. They might have been trying to hide something. Wow. What the hell happened here?
Oh, we found some of the culprits, I assume.
That sounds like Richard. Preparing vessels with injections? A donor shot full of lead. She's wearing a Red Salon vessel's uniform. Ugh, I remember now.
Taste of blood costs me hunger.
She's been completely drained. It's the effects of the drugs that Richard gives them to enhance their flavor.
Let's see,
Retracted pupils. Even though she's dead.
So assuming if I taste the blood, I'm probably just going to come to the same conclusion. Yeah, she's alive. Examine word, read label. Examine the word first.
He's dead. With gear like that, he's gotta be one of the men who hit us. SAD. They even gave themselves a name.
Let's have a look at SAD. That's curious. Austin or Codex? SAD. In the US, many of the operations of the coalition between intelligence services and the Vatican are conducted with the Special Affairs Division, a covert department of the FBI. Originally created to battle organized crime with ties to vampires, as well as supposed occult power within the leftist youth movements, the organization was resurrected in the early 21st century. And with that, I'll call it there. Roughly half an hour. And we will start the next episode with talking about how dear survival we found. Thank you all for joining me. I've been Little Man Gaming. This has been Vampire the Masquerade Swansong. I hope you've enjoyed it, and you'll join me for the next one. Ta-ta for now.